What is good people? It's your boy Ray, represents Slowly Going Fast. Back at it with another video today. Oh, that's a nice one. I can't tell what it is from here, but it sounds good. Anyways, we got another video today. I'll show you what I got going on here. Fuel cell that I just picked up recently. So this is gonna run, so I run my wet shot. I'm gonna run a standalone fuel system specifically for my wet shot I got going on here. And for those of you that don't know the benefit, so currently right now, the most I run is 125 shot, and basically with that I don't really need a standalone fuel setup, but I want to run a 150, and maybe in the future we're gonna run more depending on how much the car can handle. We're gonna go ahead and see what we can do, right? So you want to have something like this in order to run either separate gas. You can run separate gas on the tune, run raised gas in here only for the nitrous, or and you also don't want, like I said, my setup right now, I have a fuel. I'll just show you. Check it. I have as you can see, I have a fuel line coming from the actual fuel rail itself. So a fuel rail adapter goes to the line, feeds the solenoid. With the fuel cell that I have, instead of running this and actually taking from the stock fuel pump, I run a separate fuel pump, run a separate everything, just so everything is more concise. That way you don't have to worry about overusing your fuel pump, because now you're feeding two different setups. You know, your actual car engine, and you're feeding the nitrous setup, and you can get consistent everything, right? So I'm not just taking from the line, taking from the injectors on this side, you know, overworking anything. With the 150 shot, like I said, I don't want to overwork my fuel pump. So also I'm gonna hook this up today and run this to the front. This is a very long line, as you can see. So right here, it's going to show you the exact PSI that's in the bottle when you turn the bottle warmer on. So we have that. You already know the whole system. Like I said, I have the switch right here that will cut it off when it reaches the ideal temperature anyway, to make sure that we don't mess anything up here. So back to the fuel cell though. Open it, turn it. It's a little sticky, unfortunately. Trying to get this thing up. Okay. See in there? There's a level right there. To show the level of it, which is connected to this. Which I'm gonna have to find a gauge for that will plug into that, or do a different kind of splicing situation there, right? Alrighty there. But yeah, that's it. That basically explains it. You know, like I said, I want something. I want to have everything right. People are afraid to do nitrous because they don't do everything correctly, and that is the main issue and the main problem why people blow their engines, because they don't do everything right. You're running a dry shot without a, what's up with these dogs? God dang, it's like they got 10 dogs. You know, you run a dry shot without adding fuel, adding the tune. You run a wet shot without colder spark plugs, step colder spark plugs, or retarding ignition timing, or doing any of those things, having a tune, anything necessary to run it, so you blow your motor. You run too much nitrous, or you run nitrous before the designated RPM. So those are the reasons people hate running nitrous and are scared to run it, because they don't know what they're doing. They just plug it up thinking it's a cheap power item and then go in there. You know, my system isn't a cheap system. You know what I mean? This is not, all this stuff costs money. I mean, this I got for cheap. It was only $50, believe it or not. The fuel cell itself actually was only $50, which is nuts, because this is worth way more than 50 goddamn dollars. But shout out to CBC Performance, who I got the fuel system for. People that fill up my bottle. If you're in the high desert, need nitrous, CBC Performance, check them out. But yeah, he hooked me up with this. Anyways, but when you want to run a system like this and you want to run it correctly, you have to get the right stuff. Like I said, I don't have to leave my car to do anything when I'm driving. I can do everything on the fly. There's the bottle opener, bottle heater, and once I run this to the front, I'll know exactly the PSI that's at it, that's running to it right now. So we won't have any issues. And like I said, standalone fuel cell running strictly for the nitrous only. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other things I could do with this if I decide to go another route and not run nitrous. And I'll always run nitrous. No, don't get me wrong. This bottle will always be back here, even when I decide to go Pro Charge or Vortex Supercharger, probably Pro Charger. We'll see in the future. But even when I decide to go that route, I'm still gonna run the nitrous just to have, even if it's only a 50 shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, even it's only just to have an extra power depending on where I'm at the track, who I'm racing against, what's going on. If I need an extra little oomph, I'll always have nitrous. You know, there's no reason why you don't have nitrous on your car to add an extra 25, 30, 40 horsepower, whatever it is. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no point. It's not like it's that much of a weight. It's 10-pound bottle, so it's 10 pounds it adds to your car. I mean, all the other stuff might add 20 pounds altogether. You know, but come on, bro. This shit is not I don't know why more people don't run nitrous. I know, but and then all the high horsepower guys I know run nitrous. They have like a 200 shot on top of their 1300 horsepower LX swap car. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point why people don't run it and do it safely and do it correctly. So, like I said, this is my system. I'm just trying to run around 500 to the wheels. You know, safely. That's it. Till the next video, slowly going fast. I'm out.